All right, we're back, week 4 in the garden. So we are going to be checking out what's happening with the plants right now. So we're going to check with pineapple muffin first. So we're down here. This lady is looking beautiful, nice. These ladies are doing wonderful. As you can see, they are starting to bend back up to the light. This one's bending up to the light. It looks like we never bent it to begin with. I don't know why. Well, maybe I do know why. But we're going to talk about that. Along with some of these other ones, I kind of bent one out of shape and broke it a little bit, but it's still growing. Taped it up with some screen repair. This is what I had on hand. We're going to take a closer look at that one later. But they're all doing nice. We watered them over the weekend and gave them some water so that they would actually be not as thirsty and all purpley, because some of them are starting to turn purple again, letting us know that the nutrients got out of whack in the soil, because we are using a mixture of cocoa and soil. So when it starts to dry out, cocoa starts to release a lot of its nutrients quicker than the soil it does itself, because the soil takes longer to dry out. But they're doing nice. They're still growing out. Yes, they're being stressed right now. We're going to train them a little bit more. Vanna's going to get in on this eventually, because she's still growing. She's got a lot on her plate right now. So as you can see, these plants have been bent down, but as they start to develop more, they grow up towards the light, because all of them want to be at the top and be up there closer to the light, because then they get more of the nutrients. They're a little bit greedy. So we encourage that, but we encourage many tops to get the best result out of your grow. There's a couple ways you can do that through low stress training, which is what we're doing right here. This low stress training, we've bent it down to cause a severe bend in it. Really, it's kind of high stress training on this plant, but this one was low stress training because we bent it down, just wiggling the stems and let it fall over, let it grow back, and each day you're supposed to bend it back down. So this one we're going to bend back a little bit more. We're going to spread that one out. We're also going to bend this one to let it get over and develop some more tops. Walk. Very treacherous. But this is the beauty of a rolling cart. If we wanted to, we could move this out the way. But we're going to squat down right next to the plant and give you a close-up, because this is one of the ones we bent down and out of the way. So now it's growing up towards the light, and we're going to bend it again eventually. And we're also going to take some clones from the bottom of these, because we're going to have many clones and many things coming up for High Neighbor. Back in the garden, still week 4, so we got some bending to do. Earlier we watered the plants. We watered them a little bit. They're still a little dry. I think we watered them yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, day before. Got a little bit of water to them. They're a little light. Pineapple Muffin's still doing fine. Here's Mass Queen. She's nice, short, bushy, just super bushy. We'll get a close-up of that. But we also have Cinderella 99 right here. Lots of new growth in between. So it's doing well. It's doing very nicely. We got some defoliation to do. We also have purple goat cheese, which is doing nicely still. We got to spread it out a little bit, but we're going to do that in a little bit. We also have the pineapple muffin over here, just killing it. It's short, bushy, and wild. Oh, what is this one? Oh, bag burner. I almost forgot about that one. Bag burner still doing well. It needs to be spread out a little bit more as well. But it's growing up nicely. Got lots of new shoots coming in. We're going to eventually take clones of these, and it's going to be great. But give me a second and we're going to get a close-up, because we're going to be bending some of these plants down and just doing our thing. Little gnats. All right, so we're going to be bending some stuff. Mass Queen has already been bent once. It started standing up again, but we're just going to give this one a little wiggle at the top right here, because we don't want to go down too far, because we already have another bend. We don't want to keep on bending it looking like Legos right now, because it's still in the early stages. We want just this top part to take a little break and we want the rest of this to catch up. So when we do decide to expand it, we have more to work with, more tops here, and it gives us a chance to take more clones. But don't worry, this little baby's still bushy. It's just gonna go out and it's gonna come up and it's gonna look nice. So simple bend, I'll show you real quick. You can see that bend up close. We just made a bend right here. We bent it right here. That spot. Bent it straight down to the side a little bit. Notice how the plant's leaning. We're not worried about the one standing up because they're still gonna take some time to catch up. So yeah, we've got some more bending to do. Let's move on. We bent this one down. Cinderella number 99. This part was up, curling up. We just bent it down just slightly. Ever so slightly. Don't worry, it'll bend back up. We're not doing a lot of pressure to it. Basically letting the plant do its own thing. Then we got a close-up of purple goat cheese. This one needs to be bent down as well, just a little bit. But it's doing well. Notice the light green color on it and the stems. In a second, you're going to see pineapple muffin, and it's got some purpling on the stems, which is a sign of stress, nutrient deficiency, a whole bunch of things that have to be looked into. But the leaves look great, so it's probably nutrient deficiency coming up. Could be phosphorus, potassium, a couple other things. But I gotta go look into it further. You guys know. Leave a comment down below. All right, so here we are with pineapple muffin. And you're going to see there is quite a bit of purpling on the stems. And we'll get a closer close-up of it. But there's quite a bit of purpling. You can see it. We need to pay close attention to this one for the simple fact that we don't want it to have undue stress and maybe harm out a little bit. This one is from Humboldt Seed Company. In the past, some people have had problems with them harming out due to stress. We'll see. I doubt it with this one, but we're going to just wiggle it back and forth until it softens up. We're not trying to break it. We're not trying to manhandle it. You can squeeze it just a little bit, pinch it. If you don't have strong fingers, get some pliers, some needle nose pliers, put some duct tape around the tips of the needle nose pliers. Oh, we just cracked the stem a little bit. It's okay. We crack the stem a little bit, but it'll form a knuckle and it won't bend from that part anymore. And then we'll have a flat out, straight out plant that is just spread out, and also have some in the middle that we can use. So up close view, we decided to bend that right there. Notice how it's bent. Got a little air gap knuckle, it's fine. It'll knuckle up and it's gonna be this nice little thing right here. So we're gonna take some, just right above what appears to be the second one. We're going to bend this outwards. We want it to come to the right. Just a little bit. Notice how that stem broke already? It's kind of hollow. A lot of nutrients are being transported up and down, but we want it to be thick and fibrous. That means stuff is being readily transported. It's been bent down. No problems there. Plant's been bent. And everything's gonna be okay. So we got everything bent down. It looks nice.